Okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it works. Okay, we'll get started here. So thanks everybody for coming out. I appreciate it. And your actors appreciate it as well. My teachers were always like, it's good to practice in front of a live audience so you can get a sense of feedback and stuff like that. So I like that we do this. Anybody that came out last time, I think the last one we did in May, and we try to do them every 8 to 10 weeks, I guess, whatever it is, when these guys get off their butt and work on a scene. But anyway, so thanks for coming out. One thing, look, Andrew's like, yeah, man, I'll work anytime I wanted, but Paul, he'll never call me back. I'm just kidding. So anyway, so thanks for coming. Anybody in here that's an actor? Because you guys are actors. One of the things that I like to do differently in my class than a lot of other acting classes, I don't mean to put them in quotes as if they're not acting classes, but one of the things that I don't do is I don't train actors for the stage. I train them for film and television because I'm assuming you're in Hollywood, you want to be in film and television. I'd say if you want to be on stage, move to New York. They'll teach you how to act on stage. But so there are things that I know that I don't really pass on because they're not necessary when you're acting in film and television. So one of the things the main thing that we really focus on in my class is really creating the connection, the real. I don't know if anybody knows this, but when you're on a movie set, everything's fake. It's not real. Lights, the gun is fake, the set is fake, the relationships are fake, everything's fake. So what must be ultimately real is what happens between us, me and you, the other actor on stage or actors. And so that's really the thing we focus on, is really creating the connection, the real human experience, authentic, in the moment, or whatever tagline you want to put that any acting teacher talks about. That's what we're really after here. I don't really strive to get the scene perfect in a sense, because a lot of classes you may go to, you work 6, 8 weeks on a scene and you perfect it. Well, that's just one take on a film set. What are you going to do when the director says, that was great, give me something different? And that's really what we strive here. So I think there's one scene I've seen one time, and a couple scenes I've seen maybe 4 times. But we don't really strive for perfection in that kind of sense, the way normal acting classes do. It's really about being alive in the moment. They know, like, it's like being an athlete. If anybody's ever played football or whatever, we know the play we're going to run, but if the defense does anything different, I've got to be able to improvise, and not improv in the way that comedians do, right? That I'm going to make up something funny, but I'm going to go with the moment, and we're going to work off. And as Sanford Meisner said, that's what I teach in the Sanford Meisner tradition of working off. It means like I don't know what I'm going to do until you do what you're going to do. So I know what I'm going to say. We got a game plan, but we'll see what happens. And that's what we want to do, is just create something spontaneous that looks like that it's the first time that it's ever happened, because that's what it's supposed to be. That's why we do what we do. But anyways, so we'll have a little bit of fun. Should be just an hour tonight. Did everybody go to the restroom and get their beverages and all that stuff? Because then that way we'll just blow right through these. There'll be some stuff that's on set that's not for every scene. But in the spirit of keeping things moving, we'll just I'll flip the lights off, and then I have a little spotlight that I'll put it on for the actors to change the sets in between, but it's not going to be this big 10-minute production in between each set. We'll move some things and just keep moving right along so you guys can get out of here and go get something to eat or whatever it is that you want to do. And anybody else have any questions before we get started? And so we'll see 4 scenes tonight. It's so weird. We teach a drama acting class, but all scenes tonight are comedic scenes. So feel free to laugh. If they're funny. If they're not funny, don't indulge these actors, man. I'm telling you. If it's not funny, don't laugh. But it should be fun. And I think that's it. Anybody else say anything? No? Okay. So first scene that we're going to see is called Fat Pig from Neil LaBute. And we'll get cracking here. And so we'll let these guys get in Does anybody want to go backstage, or you guys want to watch, whatever? And do you want to close that door? Or? It doesn't matter if you... And speak up. We got the air on for now, so make sure these guys can hear you. And I guess we'll be... Boom. Oh, and turn your phones on silent.